What's up, YouTube? Your boy Rob, aka Card Shark. You know, there was a guy named Kevin Davis. He said, Rob, what's the purpose of this channel? And I said, to tell the truth. He didn't like that because Kevin Davis is a compulsive liar. Kevin Davis told you, if you can remember back the timeline, told you Christopher Mitchell's account's been terminated and Kevin Davis is the reason. Only Christopher Mitchell never left YouTube. Went to his wife's channel, hid his own channel, which I told you it was hidden and it was coming back. But no, we got Kevin's horseshit videos, like I said. And Kevin continues to make these videos that with outrageous claims, total lies. He's got a guy that he claimed he also got off YouTube, who's still on YouTube live streaming. He claimed this man was dead and the man's still alive live streaming. How does this guy have any credibility? Why do you watch his videos? They're junk. He makes shit up as he goes along. Yeah, buddy, I said it. He's a coward. He's got a bunch of fake accounts. He likes to troll other people with those fake accounts. Never showed his face on YouTube. He's probably got more death threats on YouTube than anybody in the history of YouTube. That's why he doesn't show his face. Oh, you didn't know? So, let's talk about this Christopher Mitchell guy. Kevin didn't like that I was doing videos about him. Do I give a fuck? Alright, I can stop Christopher Mitchell. He's back. He's got all his links in the box, and you click the links, contact Christopher, and all he's thinking is he's got a fish on the hook. Who is Christopher Mitchell? He's a sociopath narcissist. He's a guy posing as a professional gambler, never made a penny gambling. Did a video where he admits he had lost $36,000 in one night. His net worth at the time was 60. He lost more than 50% of his net worth. Not his gambling bankroll, his net worth. He's a degenerate gambler. So he uses YouTube to get suckers to pay $1,000 to be a member of his private inner circle on Facebook. And he uses that money to fund his degenerate gambling. That's the truth. And he's come up with all kinds of gambling myths, reinvented. Now he's got some trigger for roulette. Triggers don't work. You're sitting out, but those are past outcomes. Here, let me give you an example. Let's say outcome A is 50%, outcome B is 50%. And you want to bet that outcome A will not occur 5 times in a row. Well, what are the proper odds? 1 divided by 2 to the 5th power. So in other words, 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. 5 times. That's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. 1 out of 32, which means the true odds are 31 to 1. That's the break-even point. So you should be getting 31 units to your 1. So every time you lose, you pay 1 unit. Every time you win, you get 31 units because you're stringing a parlay that outcome A will happen 5 times. The way these trigger guys work is, oh, wait till A happens 4 times and then bet that A won't happen the 5th time. Because they're trying to tell you it's 31 to 1 that it would happen. Yes, it's 31 to 1 that it would happen 5 times, but it's already occurred 4 times. Those are all independent events, which have no bearing on this next outcome. So you'd be an idiot if after 4 times, now you want to place a wager that I'll give you 31 to 1 odds that it won't come up outcome A. Because the odds are 1 out of 2. It should be even money. Even if you gave your opponent 10 to 1. By his logic, if you gave your opponent 10 to 1, you must be the favorite because for it to occur 5 times would be 31 to 1. Which is true, but it's already occurred 4 times. You're not betting at the beginning of the sequence, you're betting during the sequence. Triggers do not work. The next thing, the Martin game, another joke. Let me show you by giving you a real life example. A lot of online casinos will work something like this. You deposit $100, we'll give you a $100 bonus. So now there'll be $200 in your account, which you can wager. But the bonus will not release until you meet the wagering requirement, which let's say in our case, it's 100 times your deposit. Or put another way, 50 times deposit plus bonus, okay? So 100 times 100 would be $10,000. That doesn't mean you have to wager 10,000 one shot. You can wager $10, $10, $10. So just keep adding it until it gets to 10,000 and then the wagering requirement is met. So let's say you're using a martingale. So when you lose, you double your bet. So, and let's say you'll stop after 5 martingales. So that's 1 unit, 2 unit, 4 unit, 8 unit, 16 units, and then you'll stop. And start over if you fail. Well, what's that going to do? Watch this. So you wager your 10,000 and the bonus releases. We already know, let's say you're playing roulette, European roulette, the house advantage is 2.7%. 2.7% of $10,000 is $270. In the long run, you will have lost $270. Theoretical loss, which is always total amount wagered times the house edge. So you lose 270, but they gave you a $100 bonus, so you have only lost 170 in the long run. So instead of being a 2.7% house edge, it's a 1.7% house edge while you're playing the bonus. Okay? Now I'm going to come up with a crazy system. My system is, I bet 1 unit on red. And if my dog barks, I bet 2 units. And if I get a text message, 4 units. And if I get a phone call, 16 units. Using that crazy system is the same thing as using the martingale, because at the end of the day, as soon as I get to $10,000 wagered, it releases the bonus. That's right. Increasing your bet after your dog barks is the same thing as increasing your bets after a loss. It makes no difference. It doesn't change any odds. It doesn't change anything. You're not more likely to win because you lost last time. It's a result that's already occurred. That's how that stuff works. Yeah, it sounds crazy. Raising your bets when dogs bark. You know what else is crazy? Raising your bets after losing. And you know what else is even more crazy? Giving Christopher Mitchell money to be your gambling consultant. Trust me, he's an idiot.